Well, that's not what I wanted to do at all. One sec. There we go. Hello, everybody. We got ourselves a rare full webcam. Botrix says, correctly join the channel. Let's go. Good job, Botrix. Well done. Joining the YouTube channel. What's up, Patty? What's up, Pico? Hello, everyone. Everyone lurking about. Appreciate you guys tuning in to this behind the scenes look of how we do stuff on stream and content creation wise. I'm probably gonna fly off the seat of my pants for the most part. You might notice I have a bit of background music going on too, some lo-fi music. Hopefully that's good size for you guys, or good sound for you guys. If it's too low or too high, just let me know and I'll adjust accordingly. It's a little background noise. Full screen camera goes crazy. Yeah, we rarely put this one on. Don't really have too much of a use case for it. Typically I put the picture over picture to get like the game and the chat going on at the same time. Imagine what? Mobile Twitch TV? Yeah, you're right. I could just do that. Maybe we'll make that the 2K challenge. Who knows? We'll have like a hot tub stream at the 2K challenge. It'll be short and sweet though. It won't be anything crazy. I'm not going to stay in the hot tub for like 4 hours like I usually do when I stream. Well, three and a half, I guess. You're picturing house tour, meet the fam. See, I don't think I would ever do a house tour. And, you know, obviously I'm not like this big time XQC streamer or anything of that sort, but I just find house tours are very, in this day and age with DDoSing and all that kind of stuff and swatting and all that good stuff. I don't think I would ever do like a house tour. Listen, you want to do the hot tub? That's your business. Yeah, hot tub on the other hand, you know, that's fine. That's fair game. Fair game. But house tour, yeah, I probably wouldn't ever do it. Close the blinds. I mean, fair enough. But honestly, people these days, it's crazy. If they want to find information about where you live and stuff, like just giving them an idea of a room sometimes gives them more than enough information. I want to see what's in your fridge. We have leftover tortellini at the moment. Delicious. Delicious. I already have your address. It's fine. Shit. It's over. Game over. If you get DDoS or swatted, blame Eco. What's going on, Alvador? Appreciate the heads up on the Prince of Persia, by the way. I downloaded it. Maybe if we get a chance to, we'll play it on stream tonight before we call it quits. Doing well, man. How was Prince of Persia? It seemed like you enjoyed it. Soapy? Soapy. There's a lot of soap involved, or? Loved it. I think you'll like it. Dope. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Dope. Makes sense. Yeah, I think I'll enjoy it too. I don't know if it'll be worth the full price. I think it's like... Who redeemed that? Frenchie? Frenchie, enjoy your 30-second timeout. Ninjas are forever, indeed. Oh, man. Yeah, it's 40 bucks US. When I saw the price for Canadian, it's like 66 bucks Canadian, which I feel like is a little bit expensive. I don't know. I guess 40 bucks would not be a full release, right? 60 bucks is a full release in the States. So, and here would be like $89.99, which is expensive, but who knows? Maybe I'll just go ahead and get like the Ubisoft Plus and play it for the month. It's gonna be cheaper that way. It's like $20 Canadian as opposed to $66. So inflation's a bitch. Exchange rate's a bitch. What's up, Frenchie? How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope everyone's doing well. This is a very different stream than what I'm used to doing. So if there's some hiccups and some awkwardness to it all, embrace it. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be trying to embrace the awkwardness of it all. I'm not used to obviously showing off my actual setup and what I do and what's involved and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be flying off the seat of my pants a little bit. I kind of have a general idea of what I want to show, but in terms of how long, you know, each section is going to take, who knows? I didn't plan that much detail. You beat it quick too. Yeah, I feel like it's not going to be a very lengthy game. I have a feeling games will soon be $70 to $80 US. If that's the case, then we're never going to buy games again, honestly, here in Canada. Because if it's $70, $80 US, it's going to be like over $110, $120 Canadian. which no. Plus tax? No. It's not happening. It's not happening at all. That's why Game Pass, something like Game Pass these days is just such a blessing. Because honestly, there's so many games that come out on Game Pass that I'm like, oh yeah, I want to play that, or I'll try that. I think there's a game coming out next week on Game Pass. It's that Pokemon with guns game. Like that game that looks like Pokemon, but it's got guns involved. I forget what it's called, but that's coming out next week on Game Pass. So that's kind of interesting. They always have good releases, though. They always have good releases. Yeah, Game Pass is such a win. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't own the game, but I feel like nowadays, most of us buy our games digitally, which is kind of sad because I always prefer having a hard copy. But especially if you're playing on PC, I mean, everything's digital these days. You don't buy yourself a CD. These things don't even come with CD-ROMs anymore, you know? So, yeah, it's not like you have any resale value. I don't know. People, I don't know. Digital, what's weird about digital is that you don't own the game, really. I mean, it can be taken away at any point in time. Then again, if you buy a hard copy, the hard copy doesn't actually contain the game anymore. It actually just contains, like, an installation. So, we're in a very strange place when it comes to digital versus hard copies. Best Buy has even stopped selling hard copy media. I read about that. I think they're still selling hard copy video games along with like digital counterparts, but I think a lot of the other stuff have been going away. And I feel like that's going to be the natural progression of things. For better or for worse. Obviously, as someone that grew up with owning a bunch of games and having a big collection of games, and I still have my collection. I showed her off, a couple months ago, 2-3 months ago on stream. Man, nothing beats that. And the good thing about that is if you want to resell, you can resell. How do you resell digital? You can't, unless you sell your account. But who's gonna buy your account with all your games? And anyways, it's a mess. There's no way to say it otherwise. Kind of sad. But anyways, without further ado, let's dive into some of the things I want to show you guys. Let's see how this looks. You guys might get flash bombed. Apologies in advance. All right, just make sure to sort of like close your eyes halfway. Oh, the game booklet, Patty. I remember buying a game. And then on the way home reading the booklet. And then let's say you had to use the restroom and it was like going to be one of those, extended restroom breaks. You bring the booklet with you and just read the booklet inside and out. Like, it's just crazy. The memories. You would come back home and you're ready to play. You know the controls and everything. The controls, the story. They always had a notes section in the end. I never really wrote in it, but I don't know. I guess they had notes. It was good times. All right, let's switch it up here. One sec. Here we are. Okay, so very bright. It might be a little bit on the small side, but the first thing I wanted to show you guys is what's called StreamerBot. This is not even version 1 of StreamerBot, but you guys are probably familiar with like Stream Elements and Nightbot, like those type of bots that you see in chats and stuff. They're pretty powerful, but they're also pretty basic in the sense that you have your commands for exclamation point points or exclamation point whatever you add as a streamer. Now, StreamerBot is something that I've known about for over a year, but I never got around to actually trying it for myself. I always thought it was just like an overhyped Stream Elements or Nightbot, but StreamerBot's the real deal. It does a lot of automations, and you will have noticed that in the past week I've added a lot of redemptions. I've also made a lot of things automatic. So, for example, if someone raids, they automatically get a shout out, making moderators useless, as Eco says. All that good stuff. What's up, Cloud? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, man. But yeah, StreamerBot is very powerful. The UI itself is very basic, and you can argue very... I don't want to say ugly. Ugly is not the right word, but it's not very pretty. Mods becoming useless. Exactly. This is where the redemptions happen. This is where the automation for the redemptions happen. So I'll actually show you guys something real quick here. Let me open this up. You guys saw nothing. Solo queue has been hard today. Dude, Blackbeard, sometimes a solo queue life is not easy. So on Twitch, I'm opening my Twitch up here. On Twitch, this is where you have your under viewer rewards channel points here. This is where you set up your rewards. And this is where I have the community challenge, which is 47%. If anybody wants to contribute towards that, by all means, we have 21 days left. Plenty of time, almost halfway there. And then this is where all the rewards live, essentially. Now, some of these rewards are automatic, and some of them are not. And the automatic ones are the ones that I've essentially set up in StreamerBot. So if you go back to StreamerBot here, no, mods are not useless, but you know what I mean, Cloud. Hey, what's up, Rumless? We're doing well. We're just messing around. Well, messing around. I guess we're showing off some of the streamer stuff. See the heads or tails prediction that just started? How you doing, Rumless, by the way? That heads or tails prediction is triggered from StreamerBot. I don't have to do anything. It just automatically creates a channel point. So vote heads or tails. Easy peasy. And then StreamerBot will go ahead and pick whether it's heads or tails. That sort of automation all happens within StreamerBot. So yeah, go ahead and predict. Gamble your channel points right now. Oh, this is actually a fire channel points redemption. We have 1,000 points for tails, 400 for heads. Interesting. 500 for heads. Well, right now, if you voted head, it's probably going to be worth it for you because you get more channel points if you win. Tails never fails. That's actually one way to put it right there. So Romulus and Cloud went for tails. Hopefully this bot won't take over the world. I don't know, man. AI is scary. And the coin flip's going to happen. It's coming. Flipping the coin. It is. It's tails. Sheesh. Well, tails never fails. Rumless is correct. GG's to tails. GG's to tails. It seems to be tails quite often, yeah. We've had a few heads, though. Woo-woo. Well done, guys. But yeah, you can see something like that is actually set up here. So if I go heads or tails, you can sort of see that on the top right, triggers. This is a reward redemption for heads or tails, and there are 2 actions. And these actions actually live here on the left-hand side. This is a little bit more of a complicated one, so I'm not going to go ahead and dive into that one. I'll show you another example. That joke. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you, Cloud. Oh my god. Took my car in for service yesterday. The priest at the church was not impressed. Took the car for service. Church service. That one's bad. That one's bad. I didn't like that one. I mean, it was kind of like funny, but also like, eh. Oh, but oh, daddy. Like Aristotle said, tails never fails. Did Aristotle say that? I'm Greek. I should know this. So are these pre-built, or can you create whatever you want? You can create whatever you want. There are some of these. That exist out in the wild that you can find documentation for. So if you go to extensions.streamerbot, there's a bunch of other ones that you can sort of import. And if you click on one, let's say I wanted to have a Magic 8 Ball, which I do have. There's an example of one where it's done on the screen. The Magic 8 Ball that I have is a little bit different. It's just done in the chat. But yeah, it gives you information about it and how to install it and all that stuff. But some of these are built like myself. For example, the random timeout that I created. This one, I had to go to the Discord for some help because I was having issues with moderators getting randomly timed out and then they lose their sword and I have to give them back their sword. So for that one, I did request a bit of help, but for the most part, I got this one pretty good. So random timeouts. If a user redeems the random timeout reward, this is what happens underneath in the sub actions in that order. So it will add one random Twitch user that's present in the channel. It figures out the information about that user. And then these are sort of two conditions here that I have set to make sure that if it lands on me, well, then nothing will happen. If it lands on a moderator, nothing will happen. And it gives you back your channel points. However, if it's not me or if it's not a moderator, then there'll be a timeout that happens to the random user for 30 seconds. And then you'll get the Twitch message here. So random user has been timed out by user. Now these are variables. I'm not going to get too detailed into this, but just want to give you an idea of what you can potentially do here. And these variables are also available on the wiki page for the streamer bot tool. And then at the end of that, the redemption is fulfilled. Pretty simple. Here's another one for Crash My PC. So you guys know my Crash My PC sort of reward where it gives you that blue screen of death. This one is a little bit different because it's got an interaction with OBS. And I'll get into how that works with OBS. But essentially what this does is that when you redeem it, it automatically will change my OBS scene to the scene that I have set up for the crash. And then I'll come back to what I had previously. So let's actually do that for fun. I'm going to go ahead and crash my PC. I actually switched that up a little bit, so that's why it looks a little different than what it was before. It used to be just a static screen. Now it's actually a little bit of a video. But yeah, if you're familiar with variables, these variables come from like Twitch primarily. You can also set this up with YouTube as well. There's some other platforms too. Actually, I think it's just Twitch and YouTube right now. Just Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, I crashed that PC. Clouds over on YouTube. Oh, hello, Sammy. How are you, Sammy? Yeah, I was having issues with the Crash My PC and the Ninja Time. So even Ninja Time, if I look at this, you can look at the sub actions and I have a group of clips and it will select randomly one of those 20 clips that I have set up. What's up, Scotty? Welcome in, man. So if I test this trigger.
Thank you. Oh, there's another one below, down below in the rat tunnel.
Oh, thank you. It does that, and then it comes back. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. And that works for a bunch of other rewards too. So let's say this one right here, called repeat. If you wanted to redeem this, which is a camera trigger, then it'll do that. And it'll do that. It'll keep that for 5 minutes, and then it'll hide it, which I'll just do now. So this is where all the magic happens when it comes to the automated rewards, if you will. So anything that I want to automate, you can essentially do through here. Ask the Magic 8 Ball, cell shading, crash my PC first. Honestly, like whatever you could think of doing, you can do here. And there's a lot of actions here. I'm not going to get too detailed into this because I could spend a lot of time talking about StreamerBot. I also have one for Hype Train. We haven't hit a Hype Train since I added this, but give you an idea of what that looks like. It's actually pretty cool. Actually pretty cool. I just added that a few days ago. What else do we have? First chatter as well. So we have that first chatter. Pretty neat, right? So what's cool about the way the hype train is set up is that if a hype train starts, then that one will trigger. If it's a level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, it'll get like different trains going on. So let's say like a level 5 hype train, and you'll have a longer train with the sound effect and everything. What's up, Sammy? I'm doing pretty well. Trying something different for a stream here, just showing sort of the behind the scenes. I know it's not going to be for everyone, but some people might be interested. How's your evening going, Sammy? It's badass for real, for real. Thanks. Same thing with the Govi color control. So if you want to change the color, or if there's a raid that happens, any of that, I have it set up as doing its own thing essentially. So I have it set up here actually under wall light. And there's first time chatter as well. So for example, if it's the first time someone's chats in the channel, then they'll have their name appear on the top left of the screen. Just like that. It kind of looks weird because I have the white background now, so you won't be able to actually see that very well, but that's how that shows up. And it also shows up in the text afterwards as well. There is a bit of a message that shows up. If I test it, I don't know if it's actually going to do it or not. Maybe not. Okay, it's fine. But yeah, it just gives you an idea of what goes on behind the scenes here when it comes to some of the automated rewards. If we go to platforms, Twitch, you can see some other things here too. So this is where I actually manage all the rewards now because it's so much easier than doing it on Twitch. Twitch, you got to go to like 5 different pages to manually update anything. If I want to change anything on the rewards, let's say I want to make push-ups worth more, I can literally put that to 1,000 here and save. Easy peasy. But I'll keep it at 750 because I know you guys love your push-ups. So, yeah, that's all I really want to show off, I guess, when it comes to StreamerBot. It's very powerful. Just wanted to give you an idea of how much you can actually do. It does look a little bit intimidating at first. A little bit intimidating at first because of, well, yeah, the way it's set up here and the way it looks. But yeah, it's so much easier because otherwise, if you wanted to update the rewards, you'd have to go to your dashboard. You have to go to your channel points here. You have to go to manage rewards. If you want to turn anything on and off, you can do it here. If you want to update it, you got to go to the edit page. It's a little bit of a hassle to set it up this way. Which is why if you set it up during using StreamerBot, what's once again cool about that is you can just change it here. Easy peasy. Enabled or not, if you want to pause it, what you wanted to say, the prompt, etc., etc. If you guys have any questions, by the way, like by all means, feel free to shoot your questions. I know a lot of you are not necessarily streamers per se, which is why I'm not going to get super detailed into some of these actions. But I feel like it's cool to know sort of a little bit of behind the scenes in terms of how a lot of these things are set up. This would be unique to me, I guess, but I know there are other streamers that also have sort of streamer bot set up or another bot set up for automation purposes. Some people don't have that set up, but they have other things set up. There's so many possibilities, honestly. There's so many possibilities. What streamer bot does for me really is just automates actions for rewards and also automates certain things that I would love to be done in OBS and in chat. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so now that we've looked at StreamerBot, I think the next thing I want to show you guys is my Stream Deck. I feel like Stream Deck's going to be very useful to see. What's my daughter saying? One sec. Yeah, it's too cold, Eco. Maybe next time. Okay, let me move that there. Let me move this here. Perfect. So what you see on screen right now is my Stream Deck. This is the buttons that I have set up for my stream. The Stream Deck honestly has been revolutionary since I added that. Before I had the Stream Deck, I had to do a lot of these actions using like the keypad on my keyboard, and the thing is, it's not visual, right? On your keyboard, you can't really see what's on, what's off. So there would be times where I'd be using Discord, for example, and I'm not sure if I'm muted or not. Whereas here, if I mute Discord, you can see the icon actually change and to show whether I'm muted or not. What's cool about the Stream Deck is that, like, a lot of people associate it obviously with streaming, but you can do a lot of other things with it. You can have different automations and different actions done outside of Stream Deck. You can set up hotkeys, you can control your lights, you can do X, Y, and Z with it. Whatever you can think of it, any action you can do on your computer, you can pretty much set it up on your Stream Deck. What you see underneath these actions is my Stream Pedal. So the Stream Pedal has 3 buttons, and you can play around with how you want to set that up, but I'll show you guys how I set mine up essentially. So Stream Deck is a program and a hardware essentially. So there is a Stream Deck software, which is what you're looking at right now. And then of course there's the hardware. As far as I know, there's also a Stream Deck mobile app, although I have not messed around with that. I hear it works well, but I haven't messed around with it, and I don't know what kind of limitations there are in it. I'm pretty sure there's some limitations. I don't think it's completely free, or if it is free, you have limited actions that you can put on there. But yeah, you can set it up on your phone as well, actually. So just to run you through sort of some of the ones that I have. Yeah, the foot pedals are on the bottom here. So if I click on the add points one, it even gives you the indication that it worked. And just like that, it adds the points to everybody. I ended up putting like the 3 actions I use the most on my foot pedal. That's the way I saw fit for it. And in fact, before I had the Stream Deck pedal, so I had the Stream Deck for a while, for like maybe 2 months before I actually invested in the pedal as well. The pedal is definitely like a nice to have, but I can't tell you how much it's changed my ability to talk in game or talk in Discord with you know, anybody, and then unmute, mute while playing the game. Before that, I used to have to take down my controller and press the Stream Deck button and then press it again to unmute, you know? So I would always have to take my hands off the controller, or at least one of them, to be able to do what I wanted to do. Whereas now with the pedal, I can just mute and unmute with my pedal while still having the controller in my hands at all times. What's up, Chris? How you feeling, man? I saw you did a DGen stream last night. This man's got COVID, but he's like, no, I got Chrono Trigger on my mind. Oh, man. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, man. So yeah, I have add points, mute, and stream marker on my pedal. Now, you might be wondering what stream marker actually is, to which I will say, let me show you. So if I go to my content video producer, and I'm currently broadcasting right now, which is why it shows that. But if you go to the highlight of my previous broadcast here, the Stream Deck thing is in the way. Don't mind that. It's fine. I just realized I have my thing. No, anyways, I'll turn off my filter. But essentially, all these markers here. So anytime you see this marker symbol, I'm trying to get to it. Twitch is finicky for some reason. Okay, so this marker is a stream marker. That means at that point in time, I ended up pressing that button. So what it does for me is that I'm able to then go back to that section and clip what I want to clip. I prefer this over traditional clipping, just because when you do exclamation point clip in the chat, it clips the last 30 seconds, right? But in most cases, you probably just want 10, 15 seconds maybe of that clip. So you have to go back, you have to edit. I just prefer adding the stream marker, going back to the stream, clipping exactly what I want, and then downloading that clip. Oh, it's a huge time saver. The stream marker is easily the number one function I feel like every streamer should have on deck. It doesn't have to be a stream deck. It doesn't have to be on deck for the stream deck. No. It doesn't have to be on the stream deck. It doesn't have to be on a pedal. You can literally put that as a hotkey. You can set it up as a hotkey on your keyboard so that whenever you press that button, it adds a marker. And it is a big time saver, because otherwise, what are you going to do? You're going to sift through 2 hours, 3 hours of streaming footage to find exactly what happened at a particular point in time? Or you're going to go ahead and jot it down on a notepad? Exactly, Patty. That's exactly what it does. Exactly what it does. So coming back to the Stream Deck, that's pretty much the number one action I feel like everyone should have. these four over here where you see the microphone and deafen and party. So this microphone icon here, if I press that button, you guys won't hear me anymore. Whereas this one is for Discord only, so people on Discord wouldn't hear me. And then similarly, if I'm playing with people, and let's say we're having a conversation on Discord, and I don't want you guys to hear what they're saying for whatever reason, I can actually just mute the party. So you won't hear any audio coming from Discord anymore. And then, of course, if I want to just deafen and not hear anything, then I can do that in Discord. It saves so much time. You have no idea. Cloud, like, stream markers. If I didn't have stream markers in my life, it just, yeah, it would not be feasible to be able to clip as much as I do. A coin flip. We got a coin flip. A post-it note. Psh, be gone, peasant. We use hotkeys. Exactly, Laredo. What's going on, Laredo? How you doing, man? Welcome to this behind-the-scenes view. Heads or tails? Laredo, you say heads? Use your channel points, man. Gamble those channel points. Do it. You know you want to. Yeah, 110 points to heads. 130 to heads. 180 to heads. No one for tails? Right now, if I was someone in the chat, I would just put 10 for tails. Because then if I win, I get all those heads points. You don't know how to do that? Gotcha. It should be at the top of... If you're on mobile, it should be at the very top. If you're on desktop, it should also be right at the top. But it's about to run out anyways. It's okay. No one's voting for tails. Oh my god. This is a missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. And the winner is... Flipping coin. Tails again? Oh, holy smokes. Bruh. That's 2 tails that we've had so far. That's 2 tails. Tails simulator. We did get a lot of heads though the other day. You're framed. Absolutely rigged. The house always wins, right? The house always wins. That's funny. No, we definitely had some heads though the other day, so it's not broken. It's definitely 50-50. Oh no. Oh no. Knuckles over tails? It's a sign, Cloud. It's a sign. No more gambling. No more gambling. Then I have some folders here. So, for example, scenes I have where I want to move my camera. So, let's say top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, mid left, mid right, etc., etc. Like top mid, bottom mid, full webcam. You name it. You name it. Does the Stream Deck run pretty smoothly? Yeah, it does. I mean, you just saw me change through, what, 8 different scenes there? And there was no issue. So, it runs really well. Definitely recommended. It's super dope. It's super dope. Like, obviously, if I want to, I can come in. I could come to my OBS. I could go ahead and click on the one that I want. So, full webcam, or go back to the other scene that I want. But it's just that much quicker. That much quicker. I don't have to think about it. But yeah, that's my scenes, essentially. So I don't have them all. I have most of them there. And to be honest with you, you know, since I usually stream Halo, I'm usually using the top left. I'll switch to the push-up. And then I have my picture-in-picture one that I use that's all on the main screen. I'm actually running 3 screens, funny enough, Patty. But primarily using 2. Honestly, I have a 3rd screen here, but on my 3rd screen, I typically have people pulled up on stream that I'm looking for, and I have my Discord essentially open in case I need to look at something. So realistically speaking, I could probably function with just 2 screens, but I do have 3. The Move Transition plugin is awesome. Yes, Call. So you're a bit more familiar with it, right? Yeah, the Move Transition plugin in OBS is fantastic. We haven't shown off OBS yet. I'm actually going to get to that after the Stream Deck discussion. But yeah, it's so good. It's a nice touch. I mean, I'm even using the Move Transition for my shadow here, like the audio move section. So the shadow that I have on my overlay reacts to my voice. And then here in my folder, I have some ninja montages if I want to show that off. I have on Twitch, I have some commands that I typically use. To be honest with you, I use this folder a little less these days because of a lot of automations, but I do have some commands on deck if I want to use them. Face cam if I want to zoom in. I also have some sound effects here, so actually I don't think I have it open right now. I don't think I have my voice mod open, or I do. Let's see. I do have voice mods. Maybe I didn't turn it on. Audio configuration or error. Okay, it's fine. We won't bother with that right now. But I do have sound effects. I don't really use it all too much. I find sound effects a little bit gimmicky personally, so I don't use it too much. Even the voice changer, I don't really use it too much. Lofi Girl for the win. Ah, man, Mitch. I don't. This is actually the first time I actually have music on stream because I can't really focus typically when I have music on. At least when I'm gaming, but for a chill like just chatting stream, it works for me. The foot, Romulus, the foot. I was up until 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Holy shit. Is there a way to stream without actually streaming so you can make sure everything works properly, audio levels, etc.? Yeah, you can just start recording instead, Laredo. And I think actually Twitch has the ability to test your stream too, if I'm not mistaken. But I think from their perspective, it's more just checking to see if your connection is working well and all that stuff. But if you wanted to see what it sounds like, you would just have to record yourself in OBS as opposed to streaming, and that should give you the idea. Yeah, because there is a tool called Twitch Inspector, but this is more checking to see if your broadcast is up to standard and your internet is okay. If you wanted to actually see what it looks like, then you're better off recording yourself. Slept until 3:30 p.m. Naturally, yeah, you have to. Chris, to catch up, man, on an all-nighter like that. Are there any AI type components that streamers use? I'm not entirely sure, Patty. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, even StreamerBot, I think, has integration for stuff like ChatGPT and stuff like that. So I think it's only a matter of time. And technically, if I wanted to, I guess I could include ChatGPT, so you guys could ask ChatGPT a question and it answers you. Like, I could potentially look into that. So that probably would be the only AI component that I could think of right now. I'm not sure if there's any others. The streamer uses the LMD92 AI bot for modding purposes. Naturally. What else do we have here? Nothing else, really. I mean, I have this ninja gift that's kind of nifty, but that ninja gift, I think I only have it set up for my top left scene anyways. And that's more or less it for the stream deck. You can customize anything here. Honestly, you can customize what scene it is. You can customize the icon as well. There's a whole iconography that you can choose from. There's, yeah, all kinds of icons. So you can replace all this and make it look the way you want it to look. And then here on the right is just some plugins that I have installed. So on the OBS side, if you want a button to be able to just record or start the stream, you can do that. Your face cam, your stream deck, audio devices, if you want to toggle mute and unmute, there's so much you can do. ChatGPT, what is a Oh boy. And that's why we don't have ChatGPT integrated on this channel. Iconography is a cool word. I do like the word iconography. What's going on, Mitch? How you doing, man? I know you had COVID too a little while ago. Pretty sure you're over it now. At least I hope so. I feel like ChatGPT would be a dark road. Potentially, yeah. Have a little bit too much fun with it, maybe. So that's Stream Deck on... And the Stream Deck allows you to have different profiles. I mean, you could ignore all these profiles. I actually had set one up for the wife at one point because she did stream. Maybe I should bring her back for another stream, but she did stream once and I just set her up with like 5 basic buttons for her. So she could set up her stream and be able to move to different scenes. Very simple. But this is the one I typically use. And if you wanted to add pages, you can add pages. I have the Stream Deck that has 15 buttons. There's that extra large one that has, what is it, 45 buttons or something. Too long didn't read. Stream Deck is badass. Yeah, the Stream Deck is badass. And even if you're not a streamer, the reason I would recommend the Stream Deck is because you can automate anything. Let's say, I don't know, you start up your PC and you want to have certain windows open. Like let's say you want to open up Twitch, YouTube, and something else. You can have one button that does all that. And it will actually open up Twitch, YouTube, and whatever the webpage, and even place it where you want it to be placed. Like there's just so much possibilities to it when it comes to automation. In fact, let me show this one here. This one? No, not that one. I can't find it right now. Maybe it's just the about one? Yeah. So you can even set up multi-actions. So in this particular case, when I was multi-streaming on Twitch and Kick heavily, I had this about command just spit out in both Kick and Twitch chats. So whenever I would use it, it would spit out the about command, and it would do it for the Twitch chat message and the Kickbot chat message all in one action. All in one action. What am I looking for here? Okay, we're good. Sorry, I thought I had another scene here. I guess I don't. Okay. Anyways, we're good. And you can do the same thing with pedals. You can have different pedals commands. It's very cool. It's very neat. Okay. We're getting close to the end of the streaming side of things before I move on more to the content creation side of things. This next part is a bit more focused on OBS. So this is a sneak peek of OBS, guys. It's going to look a little bit strange or weird with the preview screen here. Maybe I should actually hide the preview here. I don't know if that's going to help if I hide the preview. Probably not. Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, it's going to look like there's a lot happening on screen right now. So let me... Unless I switch it up here. Nah, it's still going to do the same thing. Okay, let me move the Stream Deck over. Move that over here. You guys see multiple screens now, but you can get an idea of my layout. I have my activity feed here on the left. This is where I see when things happen, you know, whether it's a coin flip or whether it's like redemption, a follow, etc., etc. And then here on the right, I have my Caster Labs chat. So Caster Labs is the program that I'm using for chat purposes as well as multi-streaming. So right now I'm streaming to Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. And I'm using their multi-stream tool that's currently in alpha. It's sort of like Restream in a way. And this is their chat that combines multiple channels together. So right now I have Twitch, I have YouTube. So if I go ahead and type in YouTube test, for example, it's going to take a moment, but it will appear in the chat. There it is. There's my YouTube chat. So I use this to be able to keep up with chat that's coming in from different sources so that I don't miss anybody on YouTube, don't miss anyone on Twitch. I mean, Twitch naturally comes a bit more natural because that probably is the main platform. But if I'm ever streaming on Kick or streaming on YouTube, at least I get the chance to make sure that I see the chat. The only reason I have the Twitch chat and YouTube chat here also open is because Caster Labs hasn't always been the most reliable. There's been a lot of people that have been using it lately, so I have Twitch chat and YouTube chat open separately in case this doesn't work for some reason. I can at least keep track of both chats this way. Just an FYI. Just an FYI. Now you'll notice at the bottom I have my audio coming in. I have multiple audio sources here. Now, I actually want to hide this one. Hide that. And hide that. Okay. So, I have my microphone at the top. I have my game next. So whenever I'm playing Halo or any other game, obviously, this is where that will show up. I have my chat. So chat being Discord, but also in-game chat. And then this last one that you see moving up and down right now is the media. So that's what you're hearing for the Lofi music. And then last but not least, I have this last auxiliary one. This auxiliary one is more so used for the sound effects that I have set up. That's pretty much it. Just like an extra one. Hello, Beth. How are you? Welcome in to a very different stream. I'm just showing everyone my OBS setup. In terms of the audio, one thing you'll notice is that my audio consistently goes in that like -5 red area. So if ever you do stream on OBS, generally speaking, that -5, like OBS going in the red is not bad. It's when you go past the red that it's bad. I need to learn from you. Well, I'm glad. I'm happy to share. This is not going to be an in-depth tutorial by any means, but I'm just giving an idea of like what I have set up and how it works for me. Typically, for my microphone audio, I try to have it so that it hits the high yellows, low reds. And then my game, I typically try to have it more so in the like this area where the -20, high green, low yellow. The chat, I have it a little bit higher to -15. So it hits like in the mid-yellow range. And the media, I have it on the lowest because I don't typically use the media. And at the end of the day, if you're playing music, you typically want to have that be the lowest anyways if you're playing like video games at the same time. So I have that set to like -30 range. And then from a filters perspective, because you can add filters on anything. You can add filters on your audio. You can add filters on your scenes. I do have a bit of gain on my mic to make sure that it hits that. I also have a little bit of an equalizer set up. This can look a little bit intimidating, but this is more of an optional thing. Like, honestly, I just raise my highs a bit, lower my mids, and raise my lows a little bit. Honestly, I'm not going to dive into audio. Audio's an entirely different thing, honestly, altogether. If you want to learn more about this, there's plenty of YouTube videos about that. Even these little expander and compressor, I guess a couple things I could say about this. What expander does is if I'm whispering, so let's say I'm whispering right now. If I'm whispering, what it does is that it makes it so that it's still very close to what it would sound like if I'm actually talking normally from a volume perspective. So that you guys can still hear me even on my lowest. Even on my lowest. Compressor also does a similar thing, in that it tries to keep your voice in a certain range, whether you're high or low. So these two kind of work together, expander and compressor. And limiter will make sure that you don't go past a certain point in your audio. I have mine set to -3. I have mine set to -3. So it will never go past that mark. I just have my face cam, chat, and play stream. Yeah, that's fair. And honestly, I have a number of different sources, obviously, but at the end of the day, that sounds like that's all you need. That's all you need. There's a lot of fancy things you can do to make your stream just sound better and look better and stuff. And this is where a lot of these audio filters come into play to make sure that my microphone, which is pretty decent. I have a Audio Technica 2100X. It's a dual XLR USB microphone. That goes for under $100, and this just makes it sound even better than what it sounds like out of the box. And then this audio move filter is what I use to have the effect where the white shadow underneath over my webcam moves based on what I say. Hide your girlfriends. He's talking all sensual. Yeah, let me know. I shouldn't be whispering, Laredo. I shouldn't be whispering. I have a toner, which is good. A toner? Wait, what's a toner, Beth? Sploosh. Sploosh. So that's more or less what it looks like from an audio perspective. I have multiple different type of sources here on the left. I'm not going to necessarily dive into those, but there's definitely a lot you can set up. Toner mic. I don't know if I know what a toner mic is. Toner mic. Let me see. Oh, Toner, T-O-N-O-R. Even then, I haven't heard of them, but honestly, there are so many microphones now in the marketplace. You typically can't go wrong. You typically can't go wrong. And that's more or less heads or tails again. Cloud, you're addicted. Okay, heads or tails, guys. It's gonna be heads or tails. And then I have different scenes on the left. My streaming scenes, my nested scenes. I'm not gonna get into that. That's very OBS complex. And I guess from a settings perspective, which I also won't dive into too much. But this is where I mentioned hotkeys. This is where you can set up your hotkeys. If you don't have a stream deck or whatnot and you want to have certain things work, like you can just set it up that way. But one good thing about OBS that people maybe sleep on is that OBS has a lot of support for plugins. So let me actually go find that one real quick. So you might be wondering like, oh, okay, why would I choose 25 versus 58 for heads or tails? Why would I choose OBS versus Streamlabs? Streamlabs looks so much prettier. Honestly, OBS is just much more functional and requires less CPU usage than Streamlabs does. Flipping coin. It's heads. There we go. Heads wins it. See? But yeah, this is OBS Studio, and there's multiple plugins that you can download. All these plugins work as soon as you download them into OBS, and they do a bunch of different things. You won't find this on Streamlabs. You just won't. Like, to each their own. I know Streamlabs has a better UI, and they also have integrated like alerts. But honestly, what you can do in OBS just surpasses anything Streamlabs can do. And that's more or less it from I guess from an OBS perspective. I don't know if there are any questions. If there are any questions, then I'll dive into it a little bit further. But if not, I'll move along. I'll give you guys a chance if you guys have questions. Heads, finally! Yeah, it took a moment for heads to show up the stream. Let me open up this real quick. If not, I'll show you the next thing that I have in mind here. And that would be... Good job, Patty, by the way. I saw the channel points went to you. How do you move Yahoo chat into your stream? Wait, Yahoo? Like, yeah, Yahoo doesn't have a streaming service, does it? I'm confused. I don't think I have no idea if we're talking about Yahoo. Oh, YouTube. Okay, YouTube makes sense. YouTube makes sense. I got you, Beth. And to answer your question, Cloud, no, I don't actually put ice in the water bottle. I do not. I typically put my water right before I start streaming, so it's nice and fresh. And in that water bottle, honestly, it's insulated. No need. We got a little bit of Wolfception going on here, Justin. How's it going? How's Snipes? I don't know if you're still playing or not. Are you still playing? I know you were playing. I don't think Yahoo exists anymore, yeah. I'm not sure about that. I think Yahoo's still around, actually, maybe. I feel like they still are. But P3, now P4? Nice. Nice. So if you go to docs, Beth, and you go to custom browser docs, this is where you want to put your YouTube chat URL, essentially. This is where you would put it. Now, where do you get that? You have to go to your YouTube live. I'll show you here. So you go to your YouTube, you go to your creator dashboard, where you would go live. Hopefully it doesn't take 20 years to load. Okay, behind the scenes, we're here. And you would take where this top chat is here, your chat essentially on YouTube. You click on the pop-out chat, and you copy-paste this URL, essentially. Copy-paste that into your docs for YouTube. Apply, and you're done. and it'll show up. Now, unfortunately for YouTube, it seems like you got to do that every time. I haven't figured out a solution for it to be permanent. So every time I have a new stream, I gotta go ahead and do that copy paste. It seems to be produce a different URL every time. But that's how you do it for that. Or any custom browser docs that you want to have on OBS, you would just do the same thing. They all just require a URL to be put in there, essentially. Jamming with the music right now. Okay, let's go to... You guys are sick, but I'm looking at my Twitch dashboard right now, and what makes me laugh about this is that the freaking foot was used 1,700 times in the last 30 days. Like, what do you want me to do with this information right now? What do you want me to do with this? Oh, it's so stupid. Oh, shit. It's too funny. And here I thought streaming was playing games and talking to chat. Gosh damn, you put in some work. I mean, Patty, at the end of the day, like that's how it should come across, I suppose, from a viewer perspective, right? But yeah, there's definitely oh my god, the feet. But yeah, from a back end perspective, there's definitely a lot of work that goes into it. And I know, like, for example, a streamer like Kelly, if you know Kelly, K-Matify, he has so many effects going on in the background. It's actually insane. He showed me his OBS one time, and he had over 100 something scenes set up, which is crazy. I saw that on Twitter. Yeah, I just in crazy that's the most popular emote. Before that, it used to be it actually used to be the dancing emote, but now the dancing emote has been overthrown. It used to be this one, and sometimes it would be the this one. But now it's all about the foot. All about the foot. All right, let's move on to let me move this over here. Perfect. Let's move on to more of the clip creation side of things. But that's not appreciate the lyric. Let's appreciate the feet too, Cloud. So what you're seeing right now essentially is the clips. So after I've gone ahead and clipped what I want to clip, well, this is where they all show up. And this is where I can go ahead and download anything I want to download. Let's watch this clip real quick. Why not? I don't have the audio on. One sec. Let me try it again. I don't know how I didn't get a melee lunge there, but that was a nice dribble. Anyways. Any clips I want to download, I would go ahead and download it from here and, you know, save it onto my desktop and all that good stuff. Nothing too crazy there. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Triple kill. Triple kill. Oh, Darcy came in with the feet. Naturally, the feet summoned her. The feet summoned her. Good on Darcy. We made it past the Stream Deck. We made it past OBS. We made it past StreamerBot. We are now on the Twitch dashboard side of things. Now, once again, on the Twitch side of things, you can go ahead and download the clips. You can share them, URLs. You can even crop them now and sort of make them like a TikTok. However, what I typically do is I use a program called Streamladder. And this is where I get my vertical videos done. Now, Streamladder is not free, unfortunately. I don't know if they have a free option. Well, they do have a free option. Oh, they do have a free option, actually. It's not bad. Okay. I wasn't sure if they had a free feature, but apparently they do. I'm making fish sticks for dinner. Screw it. Comfort food. Ooh, fish sticks. Can't go wrong with fish sticks. It's a good option. But anyways, there's like a silver tier plan, a gold tier plan, and this is one of those things where I actually do pay for this subscription, and the big reason for that is just to make my life easier. Essentially, what you get the gold packages, you get faster rendering, you're able to schedule clips, you can render in the background. Anyways, there's a bunch of benefits that make this worth it for me. It saves me time. And honestly, things that save me time are worth the cost, depending obviously what the cost is. But I'll give you an example of what this actually looks like in practice. So if I want to upload a video, I can drag and drop. I can go ahead and select as well, but let me give you an example. It can be pricey on the gold side of things. Yeah, it comes out to like $200 a year. Which, you know, I can potentially do myself, but it takes more time for me to do so if I want to get it to the quality where that I want it in. So for example, if I take this bamboozled clip, I have presets already defined. I just select one, default, next, and I have it. I have my stickers. I can add captions, and it does magic essentially. Unfortunately, I haven't really found a way to have captions. Like, I'm looking for a caption tool that's free, and I can't seem to find one. So that's why I kind of rely on Streamladders to have captions, because I feel like when you're watching YouTube Shorts or TikTok Shorts, captions are really important, more so than if you're watching like a traditional video. Yeah, there's a bunch of stickers. Finals nerfed aim assist. Get shit on controller scrub. Yeah, I saw that, damn it. But it's a good thing I'm good on controller too, regardless of aim assist. But yeah, I appreciate the concern. So this is where the subtitles are created. I can modify them. I can delete them. I can add some, etc., etc. You might want to ask Gale Level. He would know. Oh, actually, that's not a bad suggestion. I've definitely watched a few of his videos. Because I don't know. I haven't been able to find like a free subtitle tool. I edit my videos in DaVinci Resolve, the free version. And there is a feature that allows you to automatically have captions based on the audio. But that's only on the studio version of it, the paid version. Meg has one, I think, like an automatic subtitle program. Heading to bed, just needed to load, and you are the only one on. Sounds good, David. Enjoy. Sleep well, MNK Lord. Someone who wears hearing aids, I appreciate the dedication to subtitles. Yeah, and that's, I mean, listen, subtitles I think are key, and not only for people that are hard of hearing and require like hearing aids like yourself, Patty, but just anyone that doesn't listen to a clip with audio on. Like, there are times where I will literally just look at my phone and I'm scrolling and I have my audio muted or something, and I watch a clip, but I don't know what's happening because I don't have any captions, and it's like, it's kind of sort of annoying. He helped you after Mixer left Xbox? Nice, okay. I'll reach out to Meg Eco, see if she has a suggestion for that. Appreciate the suggestion, and then if I don't get a response there, maybe or if she doesn't quite have the tool that I'm looking for, then maybe I'll reach out to Gale and see if he has some kind of subtitle tool. Because ideally, I would love to step away from this and not put that investment in. Now, I have this till next November, so I mean, I'll be using it till then, but upon renewal, I would love to be able to do this myself, because honestly, the main reason I use this is because, number one, it's very quick. Like, the template's there. It automatically puts my video in a vertical format, and it does the captions, which is nice. Like, I really want the caption piece. I haven't really found if I had the option to do captions in DaVinci right now, I would definitely do it myself. Thank you for the alert, Cloud. I appreciate it. Thank you. And then anyways, you export that. You like it. You want a 1080p 60. Perfect. Render clip. And it does what you need to do. If you want to convert another clip, you can go convert another clip. If you want to just go and look at your videos, you can go to your videos. And there they are for 7 days. And you can download that, post it on YouTube, post it on TikTok, schedule it. All that good stuff. Now, on the DaVinci side of things, or the video editing side of things, I'm going to open up DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is free. 100% free. There is a DaVinci Resolve Studio version, which is like the pro version, that has a bit more features to it. But honestly, DaVinci Resolve, the free version, has practically everything you would ask for and more. The only thing that is missing for me, which I've already stated, but let me do something here real quick. Let's do this bamboozled clip that we had. I'll add it to the timeline. We can go ahead and edit it here. This is where you would go ahead and edit that. Now, what I would love to have the option to do is to... Where is it? Is it clip? Timeline? Yes. So there's an option here called Create Subtitles from Audio. But whenever I click on that, unfortunately, you have to buy the paid version, which is $300 US. $300 US. A little bit pricey. It's a little bit pricey. It is a one-time price though, and you get pretty much like lifelong support. So at the end of the day, it pays itself, but it's still a very expensive initial investment. But like I mentioned, you can pretty much do anything you want in this tool without needing to buy the pro version. If you had to make a pie chart off your off-stream stream-related activities, how would that break down, editing, etc.? Oof. Good question. Pie chart. Is there like a pie chart maker that I can use online that might make things easier? Create a pie chart. Let's see. Let's have a look together. Okay. Data. Number of slices. Let's see. I'm going to go with IRL, streaming, off streaming. So let's do 3. We'll do IRL. So just me living my life, doing what I need to do. Off stream. And then streaming. In a given day, let's do 24 hours. That's a tough one. I mean, IRL, I'm pretty much busy from, let's say, is it in a given day? And then sleep. Let's do sleep too. Probably gonna be the lowest. So we have IRL, which would be, for example, me bringing my daughter to daycare, waking up in the morning, doing what I need to do, showering, working, coming back home, picking up my daughter, having dinner, working out, all that good stuff. So that would be easily, I would say, what, 14 hours out of my day? 14 hours out of my day. And then I stream from 8:30 to midnight, roughly. So let's say 3.5 hours. Let's say 4, just for the sake of argument. So you can see right here that I'm already at 18 hours, right? And there's 24 hours in a day. So it kind of puts me in a precarious position here with sleep. Okay, let's make this 3. Let's make this 3. Just give myself a little bit more leeway here. So then off-stream stuff in a given day. It is a labor of love. 100%, Patty. 100%. In a given day, let me say 2 hours. And this is typically happening after the stream, which is the tough part for me. And something I need to try to figure out a better way of balancing, because if we add 14 plus 5 here, 19, that leaves me with 5 measly hours of sleep, essentially. And this is what it looks like. So some days are rougher than others. And working from home does allow me to sneak in an extra hour of sleep. I usually take a nap at lunchtime. But yeah, I'm looking for ways to actively raise this a bit. I want to try to get it to 6 to 7, you know? At least 6. Yeah, no, I definitely do. I need to, Patty. Your body needs at least 6 to 7. Yeah, Beth. I do not disagree. I do not disagree. So, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. See, my issue is when I have all this content that I want to share and create and edit and whatnot. If I leave it till the end of the week, I just have so much more to do on a Friday. You know what I mean? Over the weekend. And if I do that, it kind of cuts away from everything else I would like to do over the weekend. Whether that's just gaming for fun or having to do, you know, go to a show, go out, do something like it just takes away from that, right? So logically though, that probably would be my only way to make sure that I get this up. So if I were to, for example, do my RL stuff, stream, cut this out and just go to sleep, then we're good, right? And then on the Friday, I just take everything I've done throughout the week and do it in one day, you know? Since I don't stream on Fridays. And I can probably make that happen. So maybe I need to work towards that type of schedule where literally when I stop streaming at midnight, I just call it quits. But yeah, it's definitely something to brainstorm. I hate thinking of my hours like this because it reminds me of how sucky being an adult is. What's up, Jess? Yeah, I concur. This is the first time I actually like pie charted out. I appreciate the question there, Patty, because it actually allows me to visualize it, which I don't typically do. Like I know this in my head, but putting it on screen makes me think of it a little bit differently here. You know, like if you get because the IRL stuff, I can't cut that down. You know, it's just, it is what it is. It's IRL. So this is no question about it. I just can't change this. There's nothing that can be changed here. Literally nothing. Honestly, the post-stream work would speed up so much if you just did it super fast, but you also do talk to and support people's streams. Yeah. I know what you mean, Darcy. Like, I feel like, see, I'm there most of the time. I'm lurking and I'll say a couple things here and there because that's all I can really do. So I can probably maybe cut this down to like an hour and a half, realistically, Darcy. But that still only saves me like half an hour because it does take time to do everything, to go back to the VOD, clip everything, download it. Then when I download it, if I have any inspiration for editing, I'll put it in DaVinci Resolve and I'll go ahead and make some silly edit. You know, like let's say I have sound effects that I want to put on. Like Benny Hill, I could put Benny Hill on there, and then you have yourself a Benny Hill track, you know, or any memes that I want to add there. I want to add a GIF. There you go, and then changing all that, the perspective, how long it is, the volume, the zoom. I want to get crazy with it. Like, there's just so much you can do, right? And unfortunately, I don't have the time to necessarily do that all the time. But just to give you an idea. Just to give you an idea. Let's go back. Pick out what you want to do, say half, and then do the other half later. That might be the best thing, actually, Beth. That might be some good advice right there. Yeah, you have to have Benny Hill on standby, Beth. But no, actually, you know what, Beth? That might actually not be a bad idea in the sense of maybe I should just focus on after a stream. Go ahead, go back to the stream and just clip what I want to clip and then leave it at that. That's it for the day. I'm done. Because it is easier to clip after a stream because it's fresh. Even though I have the stream marker, I mean, it's just much fresh. It's just fresher in your mind when you go after a stream to clip what you want to clip. And then maybe after that, I just leave everything till the weekend and then slowly chug along with what I want to do when it comes to any type of edit or posting or scheduling. That's the other thing too. I also schedule these on Twitter, right? And all the other platforms, TikTok, Instagram, etc., etc. And I know what you meant, Darcy. I think it came out maybe a little weird phrasing it that way, but I think I definitely spend time in other people's streams too and make sure I check out what they're doing too, because I don't have much time to do so outside of after streaming. Eco says just replace yellow with blue. Yeah, you're right. I mean, if I did, that would be just 8 hours. That's true. And then, I mean, at that point, do I even need the off-stream stuff? I don't. Then it's just goodbye, Wolf, to content creation, essentially. Honestly, so admirable, and I respect you so much because you have a full-time job, and that means this is how you're choosing to use your free time, which streaming seems like its own job in terms of how official you made yours. Plus, you work out consistently, and you have a kid. Like, my God, I just need to make sure I don't end up in a burnout. I think, because you know, as admirable as this might seem, if it's all for me, not, you know, like crashing and burning, it's probably not worth it. You know what I mean? I don't approach streaming as a job, that's for sure. The only reason I took up streaming in the first place was because I was like, oh, you know what? I already game in the evening. Might as well just stream as well. And that sort of took off and became its own thing. So it can be a lot, and I feel like I felt it a little bit more towards the second half or the last quarter of last year. I think I felt it a bit more. So I do have to work on, like, that would be my New Year's resolution. Even though I don't really care for New Year's resolutions, that would be mine, where it's like, find a way to just optimize and, yeah, spend a lot, like, just try to get a couple more hours of sleep. Hey, my pleasure, Beth. Thank you for hanging out. You have yourself a good night. Glad you found that useful, and thank you for the advice as well. I might actually take you up on that, where, well, first of all, I need to figure out the subtitling thing. That's just for me. But also just maybe breaking down some of the tasks that I do in a given evening and just leaving it for the weekend. You think we're going to be like 65 in gaming? I bet we will. Patty, I think we're going to be the generation where when you see people in the old folks home, they're going to be having LAN parties, you know? I think that's what's going to happen. Have a good night, Beth. Shifting some work to Friday definitely might give you time to sleep. Yeah, I think so, Darcy. I think what I should be trying to do in the future is literally just clip what I want to clip after stream, and then take off and go to sleep, and that's it. That's all. I'm done. You know, and then do that from Monday to Thursday, and then Friday spend some time in the evening to schedule, get those clips to vertical format, and yeah, essentially that. You're past the 50 mark, Beth. Let's go. I mean, we're all getting up there. We're all getting up there. Except Darcy, who's a youngling. And Jess, I feel like you're young too. I could be mistaken. I feel like you're in your maybe mid-20s at most. But yeah, we're all getting up there. And anyway, so we go ahead and make any edits in DaVinci. We export that. And then from a Twitter perspective, let me actually just move the screen real quick. Make sure I don't show anything too sensitive. So if you move that, just to give you an idea. Let me move Twitter there. Perfect. 28, but I live the 80-year-old life. 80-year-old life. So what? Early dinners, essentially. Early dinners. Eco is almost there. What the hell? Eco's catching strays. Oh my god, Zach, I might be out of spells, but I'm not out of shells. That's funny. So giving you an idea of my Twitter scheduling posts and stuff. Twitter has been having issues with actually posting some content, so I have a lot of things that failed here. It's so annoying. I'm playing ranked snipers, but I can still hear the stream, Darcy. That's too funny. So yeah, I definitely have. My rule of thumb when it comes to scheduling content, I don't like scheduling more than like 2 clips a day. Every once in a while, I'll have like 3, but 2 clips is my max. And then I will schedule clips as far ahead as 1 month. No more than 1 month. Just to make sure that it still stays fresh and relevant. But I like having sort of like a 1 month buffer. Just in case anything happens. I don't know, knock on wood or something. Or if I take a vacation, God forbid, you know, if I'm off for 2 weeks. then at least the train is still going in a way, if you think of it from that perspective. My vote is 3 days of content a week. A Thursday for after stream work, and Friday, Sunday for the fam. So 3 days of content a week. Do you mean like 3 days of streaming? And then Thursday being dedicated for after stream work, and then Friday, Sunday for the fam? Cause that's also something I've debated about, or maybe doing something where it's like Thursday is a shorter stream, for example. So Mondays and Wednesdays are like the full shebang, and then Thursdays is a little bit like a half stream, if you will, followed by a half work. Make Thursday a stream like this, just chatting and editing. Ooh, that's actually not a bad idea, Darcy. I consider that. I don't know if I'll do that every week, or maybe I would do it like every second week, or anyway, it's definitely something to think about. Because if I did a stream like this, like at least I would still be, I guess, streaming while working. Maybe editing into Halo, or Halo into editing. Some good ideas, guys. You guys have come up with some really good ideas tonight, I have to say. So I will have to reflect and see what works best. And then on the YouTube side of things, it's very similar to what you're watching right now. From a channel perspective, let me go to my channel. Manage videos, my shorts. So I have the same approach as Twitter. I try not to schedule more than a month in advance. So as you can see right now, the latest short that I have is January 31st. Since we are January 11th right now, I will allow myself to go up to February 11th when it comes to the shorts. But yeah, just to give you an idea, when it comes to content, I schedule a max a month in advance. Have you considered that just giving up on the luxury of sleeping? Did that for 23 years in the Navy. 1 out of 10 do not recommend. Wait, you guys didn't sleep well in the Navy? I always thought, like, if you were in, you know, the military, the Navy, that you would be, you know, like, sleep would still be of importance, right? Like, you guys go to sleep at 2000 hours or whatever, 2100 hours or whatever time it is, 2200, and then wake up at 6 in the morning. I don't know if it's realistically that strict or not. I do have a ton of content, yeah. I do have a ton of content that I try to schedule and whatnot. And that's on YouTube. Like, these shorts I post them on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram now. Unfortunately, TikTok and Instagram don't really have much of a scheduling function, which is super annoying. So I just have them live in my drafts on my phone and just post it whenever I post. I get so little sleep. Are you catching up on that sleep now, Patty? Your YouTube shorts have been popping up on my algorithm more lately. It's awesome. Let's go. I'm glad to hear that, Jess. I know Mitch was telling me once on TikTok, like every time he opened up TikTok, it would be at least 2 shorts for me before he saw anything else. We're taking over. We're taking over. You do have a ton of content, Twitter, YouTube, all over the place. Yeah, we try to do what we can, but obviously, I think this year is going to be more of a like I trying to find a way to keep that up while making sure that I'm still in, you know, good health and shape and not throwing that away, right? Because at the end of the day, if you don't have that, then you don't have anything. So, anyways, I digress. That's about it, I think. That's all I wanted to share here. That being said, we do have, I mean, it's 10 p.m. right now. I was thinking of perhaps trying the Prince of Persia demo. I don't know how long that demo is, but I probably play for like an hour or so and then call it quits. Hope you guys enjoyed the sort of behind the scenes discussion and stream here. You guys definitely made me realize that I need to work on wherever that pie chart is now. Where's that pie chart? Did I close it? I think I closed it. Anyways, I gotta work on that pie chart a little bit more. Hey, my pleasure, Patty. And thank you guys for the suggestions. I'll definitely take a look regarding that and try to implement some of that. I think for now, a good first start or first attempt would be to just make sure that after a stream, I go ahead and clip everything, then just go to sleep. And then on the Friday or over the weekend anyways, it doesn't have to be necessarily just the Friday, here and there, just spend some time to make those final edits and scheduling of the posts and whatnot. I think for now that might work, and then maybe at some point we'll have more of a chill Thursday night stream here and there, and sort of like a work stream, if you will. I don't know. We'll see. Lots of ideas. But for now, I'll be right back, and I'm gonna be back and set up Prince of Persia. We are gonna play some games. I do have the after all that talking of streaming and whatnot, I kind of want to play something. So we'll try the demo. All right, so I'll be right back. I'll leave you guys with the BRB screen. Let's go ahead and actually start a little poll too. Why not? Would you rather? Would you rather? Ooh, nosy neighbors or noisy neighbors? I'll look forward to the results. I'll be right back. If I could find this stupid screen. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I saw that noisy won, I think. Or did nosy win? I actually just missed it. I saw it on my screen for a second. What ended up winning? Was it nosy or noisy? That's a tough one. Going with noisy, I guess. Nah, you gotta go noisy. Imagine your neighbor trying to always be up in your business. Y'all are monsters. I hope I never live next door to you. No peace and quiet ever. Oh, man. How noisy? True. I mean, I guess it would be how are they nosy? Like just peeking out their windows at you or what? I feel most neighbors are nosy. That's just human nature. People are curious. Their dog barks constantly and no amount of negotiating or calling animal service make it stop. I had the game of a lifetime today. Ooh, do tell. Do tell, Sammy. Let's plug this bad boy in.